First off, you say all that, and I still go, wow, really me? So incredibly privileged to be able to step into this role and to this position. Um, you know, God has richly blessed me from the very first days of my life. As I kind of think about who is Trent Davis, I think about my parents, my mom and dad. So born just outside of Houston, Texas. My family is pretty much from the Austin, Texas area. Mom and dad literally grew up across from the street from each other, just in a small town just south of Austin. So that was home. But my dad, job took him to Houston because he was working with NASA. He was there working at Johnson Space Center, literally, in mission control of all places during all the Apollo missions. And I share that because those days were incredible. And he would talk often of the fact that they were given Mission Impossible, and send a man to the moon. And the people working in that environment really saw opportunity in Mission Impossible, and really they made Mission Impossible possible. And I think kind of being raised somewhat with that philosophy that my parents were always so supportive, and to me all things were possible. And I think there's some faith references to that as well. But really and truly, I kind of look back. Two foundations have been true for me throughout my life. One kind of being sports, and the other being faith. And sports, I pretty much as a child wanted to play anything that had a ball. So baseball, football, basketball, anything like that, volleyball. I played tennis. I love playing ball. Today, oftentimes it's rolling a ball to my grandchild back and forth. But really, I love sports because I love the concept of team, and probably why I've always kind of referred to our family as Team Davis. The team to me is important because we kind of all have one mission, and we're kind of all in it together, and we take care of one another. And so Team Davis, but teamwork matters a lot to me. The other, of course, being faith. And we moved around a lot as a child, like probably a lot of our Chaplain Corps members and their families. And so kind of didn't grow up in a military family, but certainly understood that kind of life. And the one constant for me has always been my faith. And God was always there, never changing, and always faithful. And I think we bring a lot. We bring a lot of peace and hope and life to people because we get to share, that consistency in the midst of a really sometimes inconsistent life, in the midst of all of our moods and everything.